Hello, I'm Tyler Tully, and today I'm joined by ADX Energy Executive Chair Ian Tchacos. Ian, thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
ADX has just been formally awarded an offshore exploration permit in Italy. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, firstly, it's in the Sicily Channel, which is just to the south of Sicily. And fortunately, it's in a very highly prospective area. Previously been very heavily explored for oil, but not for gas. In this case, the gas is much shallower. The permit's in shallow water. It's also very close to infrastructure, so it means it can more economically tie in any discoveries. Italy's got excellent fiscal terms, only 10% royalty, which is really sweet. And as you know, probably Europe is absolutely gagging for gas. Right now, Italy receives a gas price of equivalent of around $12 a US an MCF, which is about 4 times what they receive in the US. And it's about equivalent to what we get on the East Coast and about double what we get on the West Coast. So yeah, altogether, it's some pretty good prospectivity, got some historical data, so we've been able to identify that the gas is of high quality, good reservoirs which are highly productive. So yeah, all in all, it's a great address.
And what's the scale of discovery potential in the Sicily Channel?
We've looked at some of the prospects already because we've got some existing seismic. We'll be buying more seismic, which is also readily available. But we're talking about somewhere in the 400 BCF range, which, to give you an example, a BCF is worth about $10 million US. So if that was to come in, it's a very high value of gas in the ground. We're talking about, possibly over $4 or $5 billion worth of gas in the ground. So it's certainly got scale. Because it's shallow, it also means that the development cost can be quite low. And we're also very close to existing pipelines, so it can be tied in quite quickly as well. So it's got all the things you want to see.
And you mentioned in your Sicily Channel ASX release that there are parallels with ADX's shallow gas play in Austria. What are they?
Well, like in Austria, we're the beneficiary of a lot of existing data. So what we're able to do there is check out the existing seismic, see what the formula was for success, and then look at in our own acreage and see where there were, if you like, analogies. In this case, we've got a very similar situation. Because it was explored heavily for oil in the past, we've got existing seismic. We can see good gas effects on seismic, which means the seismic will light up when there's gas. There's also historic wells, which actually penetrated gas on the way down, looking for deeper oil. And we're close to two very analogous fields. So we can see what we're expecting to find in our exploration. So basically, if you came into an area and there was no existing data, it would take you probably 4 or 5 years before you'd be able to actually do anything useful. We can start doing something useful almost immediately.
So what should investors expect from ADX in the coming months?
Well, we'll be buying more seismic. We'll be reassessing our prospect inventory. Previously, we were talking around 360, 370 BCF of gas. We'll be putting in this new seismic into our mapping work, and then we'll be coming out with some new numbers. We'll use those numbers to then go to an independent expert who will then be able to validate what we've got. So that'll give investors much more confidence in what we have. But we've got this at 100%. So, it's really important for us. It's a new area where it's our first, we've been at this for 10 years actually trying to get this block. But now it's a new area for us in Italy. So we're licensed as an operator. We can drill wells. We can do everything you need to do. But also what we're looking to do is introducing a partner. So they would actually fund some of the go forward alongside us. So we want to leverage up having a 100% position, maybe sell down a little bit, and give our investors a good crack at something without having to put their hands in their pockets.
Definitely sounds like exciting times ahead.
It should be.
Thanks for joining us.
Pleasure. Good to be here.